Nigerian Christians are now putting their full support for Nnamdi Kanu right now. A lot of Christians are storming the street right now and they said no, enough is enough. All the things that they be doing on Nnamdi Kanu, they be keeping silent for a while. They said they will never take it again. Since the prophecies of Nnamdi Kanu are becoming true based on the FULANI puffing and all of that, they said Tinubu needs to release Nnamdi Kanu to them with immediate effect. After the Kenya government make ruling that the rendition of Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria is illegal, they said every of the trial that they be trying him as far as Nigeria is concerned, they said everything is illegal. Now these people finally stormed the street. A lot of Christians are not going to work today. They said no, enough is enough. They need to release Nnamdi Kanu to them so that it can provide solution to all the puffing that the Fulanis are be puffing everywhere now. A lot of Christians are now saying that they are all Biafra. So we hear things for yourself in this very video. Everywhere is boiling right now. They storm everywhere right now. A lot of big GOs as far as Nigeria is concerned, all of them are now putting their support for Nnamdi Kanu. Even OYEDEPO came out to make a support for Nnamdi Kanu as well as Paul Enenche. A lot of them are now pulling up. They said no, enough is enough. The street is full right now. So I will play the full video. You see things for yourself in this very video. So I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video as you're watching it, just want to share it. Share it to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like the video, like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. If you're a true Biafran and you see the cause that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for, that this is really a good cause for the betterment of Nigeria, all of that, just drop your heart for Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section on this video. Drop a heart emoji, drop your love emoji for this man at the comment section on this video. It is not easy. 4 years in DSS detention. Just stay connected. I'll come back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, just do what to click the registration button appearing in your video screen, and at the same time click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. A lot of Christians have been dragging Adeboye and other big GOs as far as Nigeria is concerned. You know, the puffing that they be puffing a lot of people in Nigeria, it have never gotten to this level before. Now Adeboye protested against good luck before, and a lot of people were saying that the kind of protest that I protested against good luck, it wasn't political, that it was due to the puffing that had been happening in the church. Now all the puffing that happened in the church back then is not as much as this. The Fulanis have not invaded everywhere like this before. The kind of puffing that the Fulani puff when Adeboye protested is not as much as this. And Adeboye refused to protest and also with some big GOs as far as Nigeria is concerned. They refused to protest as far as these Fulani puffings are concerned. Now, a lot of Christians have been dragging them. They even telling them that if they refuse to protest, they will start going to their churches and all of that. They said they will close down all the churches, that they cannot continue to be puffing them in their country. Now, everywhere have burst right now. OYEDEPO have come out to declare support for Nnamdi Kanu a few days, and the same time Paul Enenche have finally come out to declare support for Nnamdi Kanu. Even that one even make it not to the general public that Nigerians need to be following what Nnamdi Kanu said. They need to be defending themselves right now. That's what is happening. They should not wait for anybody to come and defend them. Now, every of them have now stormed the street. They said enough is enough. They must release Nnamdi Kanu to them. And Nigerian Christians now joining Biafra. You will see this for yourself in this very video. Irrespective of their churches, all of them come together. Catholic and all of that, Orthodox, Celestial, and all of them storm the street. So I will play the full video. You will see things the way it goes. So if you can share the video as you're watching it, just do what to share it. Share it to different social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like the video, like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. If you're a true Biafran and a true lover of Nnamdi Kanu, drop a purple heart for this man at the comment section on this video. Drop a love emoji for this man at the comment section on this video as we roll on. You know, Nnamdi Kanu have the power to have lived the DSS detention for over 4 years. Now, this man have been engaging in the DSS dungeon for over 4 years. But a lot of people think they just hold him down there, that they do not have the power to leave. Nnamdi Kanu have the power to leave the DSS detention today, even as I'm talking to you. Yes, but the man refused to go. They've given him a particular document to sign according to a report before that. Once he signs it, he will go home freely. Nobody will try him and all of that. But he will stop advocating for Biafra and all of that. That was what was in the document. But he refused to sign because he said he will not stop his advocacy for Biafra. The reason why he's still in the DSS detention is because of Biafra. It's not even because of himself. Now tell me, why will you as a Biafra not drop a love emoji for this man at the comment section of this video? It is very scarce for you to say a selfless person like that. Many of our advocates, many of them are selfish, but this man refused to be selfish. He's fighting for the cause of these people, even to the end. Now, Nnamdi Kanu is now pushing a lot of crowd right now. Do you know the number of Christians that they have in Nigeria? All of them are now saying that it is God that showed Nnamdi Kanu every of the pain that he had been fighting for right from time. That it is God that had been revealing it to him, and that is why all these things have been coming through. It will come out the way he said it. Many of the revelations he make in time past, many of them are now coming in 2025. Many of them are happening, and a lot of Nigerian Christians, their perception towards Nnamdi Kanu have changed. Many of them are already seen as terrorists before, but now their perception have changed about him. Because for 4 to 5 revelations to be coming through the same time, it's not a coincidence. I mean, there is one revelation and you can still call that a coincidence, but 4 to 5 revelation, will you tell me that is a coincidence? No. Even Paul Enenche confirmed the revelation of Nnamdi Kanu. Bishop OYEDEPO confirmed the revelation of Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of Nigerian Jews that people are clapping, licking their legs and falling up and down, all of them are confirming the revelations of this man. And now they say that it is what Nnamdi Kanu have said in time past. That's why a lot of them will be following. Now everywhere is boiling right now because they already stormed the street. They said no, enough is enough. All the puffing cannot continue again. Today you will hear Benue, tomorrow you will hear Sokoto, next tomorrow you will hear Edo. Different places they said they cannot continue with these things again. Now Tinubu is on high jump now because they already told him, since Kenya government have said that the rendition of Nnamdi Kanu is illegal back to Nigeria, they need to let him go. Now everywhere is boiling right now. They said they need to let this man go. Both Catholic, both Celestial, both Orthodox churches, both Pentecostal churches, both indigenous churches, all of them are storming everywhere now. They said no, Christianity is Christianity, we are all one. That's what they're saying. They said they need to release Nnamdi Kanu to them. It is only the person that God reveal all the revelations to that God will put the answers to his hand. Many of the Nigerian Christians are now saying that God intentionally put Nnamdi Kanu at this very time so that he can actually sort this kind of problem for Nigerians generally, not even for Biafrans. You see this for yourself. Let me play you everything that happened in street today, and before you see all the entire protest and all of that, and you hear from Nigerian Christian leaders and all, listen to what Nnamdi Kanu said. Nnamdi Kanu have already seen that a time like this will come where Nigerian Christians will actually stand for him. You already see all these things. Listen to him in a short clip, then during the video you hear what Nigerian Christian leaders said in course of the protest. Just to content at the end of the video. If you can share it, just go to share it as watching it, and if you can share it, just like it. Stay connected. Drop a heart for Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section of this video if you really love this man. If you're a true Biafran, drop a love emoji for this man at the comment section as we roll on. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Before now, it was IPOB and Radio Biafra that made it possible for people to distinguish between a Fulani and a Hausa person. Before, I'm sure all of you go back to your history, you see Hausa Fulani. It was on this very platform, painstakingly we lectured and educated people to understand that Hausa is different from Fulani. The same people who they're like parasites. The same people who over the years we are trying as much as possible to have this cohesion between Fulani and Hausa together as one political bloc. When they come to our land, they tell you you are Efik, you are a Bibio, you are a Jaw, you are a Shekiri, you are Urobo. That you are different. You must understand the reason why they keep harping on your differences, which in actual fact doesn't exist because we are all one people, is because it makes it easier for them to conquer you. Common sense. They know that that if you go to Migodo, Edo State, of course you do. They know that if they come together with Ishekiri, with Urobo, with Izon, with Igbo, with Idoma, with Igala, with Ibanke, everybody, when I say Igbo, I mean Ibanke as well, they know it becomes impossible to penetrate. We become free people. For them to succeed is a very clever ploy, which unfortunately Yoruba media is in support of. And I have warned them repeatedly. I have warned my Yoruba brethren repeatedly that this double game you are playing will consume you. And today they are in Yoruba land killing and taking over their forests. If not for the bravery of Eastern Security Network, I do not think for once that Amotekun would have had the balls, or should I say the courage, to confront Fulani headsmen in their forests. Understand this very cleverly. What they do is very simple. They come to your land as they have done with Hopus Odema in Imo State. As we understand they have done with George Obiozo this evening. They plant your leaders for you. Your leaders who cannot rise up to challenge their hegemony. That is where I give Yoruba land some credence, or should I say some credit, because they have not allowed themselves to become as divided and damaged as the East is. Can you imagine for 1 second? I ask you to ponder this for a second. A Fulani governor is interested in relocating all Fulanis across the Sahel into Nigeria, so that the Fulanis can have a country they can call their own home. In the East, there is a governor, despite being an Igbo man, speaking Igbo, raised as in Igbo setting, he's saying he's not Igbo. I just want, for one, I don't know how to explain this so that people can understand it. I just want for 1 second for people to sit down and ponder this. It's a very simple, it's not a conundrum, it's very easy to untangle. The person telling you that you are from Niger Delta, the person telling you to accentuate your ethnicity or your tribe, as the case may be, the person telling you that you are not related to an Igbo man, the person telling you that you are not Biafra, the person telling you that Efik is different from even Ibibio, Ibibio is different from Anang, the same man telling you this is bringing his brothers and sisters from Senegambia, from Mali, from Niger, as Fulani headsmen, as bandits, as terrorists, to come into our country, into our space, to take it over. You, his counterpart in the East, you are doing your level best to make sure you divide your own people. And when you go to some of these people, they will tell you that divided we fall, united we stand. And that was a very clever thing they did. And that was how they managed to divide us, weakening us and making it easier for them to plant Hopus Odema without election as Imo State governor, and now to plant George Obiozo as Ohaneze president. I'll get to that later on. Britain knew that the light of Africa will come from the land of Biafra. They all know it all over the world. As I told you earlier, 2 years ago, I told you that I was at a meeting with the UN officials in Geneva. And one of them said to me, it is not that we don't talk about Biafra or want our member states or nations to understand what is going on in the land of Biafra. But as soon as we mention the word Biafra, they all get up and walk away from the room. I announced it here live on this very platform, Radio Biafra. Some of you didn't actually absorb it. Some of you don't know the obstacle that Biafra is facing. You think Biafra is easy to get. No, it is not. No, not at all. The enemies we have outside is uncountable, not because we have done anything wrong, but because Britain realized that with Biafra existing as a free nation, that every black person around the world will become free. They understand that. It's just like when you go to a stream and you don't want people to drink the water coming from that very stream. You go to the source of the water and you pollute it. Because if you come downstream and you pollute it, people can still go to the middle or even to the front to go and fetch clean water. So if you don't want people to drink from a particular stream, you pollute it from the source. They know that the source of freedom for black people, both those in North America, those in South America, those even in Papua New Guinea, those everywhere around the world, they know that Biafra is the key. A free Biafra means that black people all over the world will become free. That was why I said that Biafra is the last miracle. I want you to understand this. All of these obstacles cannot stop us from getting Biafra. It cannot. Instead, it emboldens us. Because the more difficult the process of emancipation, the more enjoyable the outcome when finally freedom comes. If we don't do something, I'm telling everybody, both those in the Middle Belt, those in Yoruba land, go and write down everything I have said in the past. Try and, compare it to what is happening now. You see that we have always been right. If we do not act now, we will become more fragmented. They will conquer us and extinguish us from the face of the earth. As I told you, the Hausa race no longer exists, only by language. Hausa people have nothing now as we speak. They have nothing, only their language. Hausa people no longer have any discernible political system. They have no hold over their future or their lives. They can answer Malam all they like, but their traditional rulers forever and ever will remain an emir. And an emir is a Fulani. In other words, apart from the language, it has now dawned on them. That is why Fulani have now taken to the front seat. And you cannot hear Hausa people even complaining. They know they are finished. They know they are gone. How did they succeed in doing this? Even before the white man came, the Fulani succeeded in dividing the Hausa peasants from their kings, deceived them, took Sokoto from them, and the rest of Hausa land. The only place they couldn't take is present-day Borno, and you can see how they're fighting tooth and nail to take it. Kanem Borno said no. And they are fighting, and they are free, of course, to a limited extent. That is what we all need to do. Therefore, anybody who comes to you to preach one Nigeria, you must go back to educate that very fool. I keep saying it. Anybody who believes in one Nigeria cannot be regarded as an educated person. For the very simple reason, I wrote this a few days ago. You cannot claim to be equal to a white man. A white man can come to Africa to create a country for you, black people in Africa, which means that all of you are incapable of creating a country for yourselves. That is what it means. You have surrendered your future to them. That's number one, for those who believe in one Nigeria. Number two, if you have any self-worth, any self-respect, any regard for human dignity, there is no way you will allow somebody to come all the way from Europe to build a country for you in Africa. I give you a very simple example. There is a place called India. I'm sure that some of you know that India used to be comprised of, I think it's Bangladesh, India itself, Pakistan, Kashmir, and is it Bengal? But this is how human beings reason. And the selfishness you have in the Nigerian political system today did not start today. It started from Azikiwe, Awolowo, and Tafawa Balewa, or should I say Ahmadu Bello. It didn't start today, selfishness. Why do I say selfishness? Because in India, where you have people, or should I say leaders that loved their people, what did they do? What did they do, I ask you? Upon Britain leaving India, they came together and said, we are not compatible. India, you are predominantly Hindu people. We in Pakistan, we are predominantly Muslims. There is no way we can coexist in the same country. So they sat down and decided to partition upon independence. Any sensible being, which we thought that Dr. Zikiwe was, should have realized, because the Sadwana of Sokoto told him, Ahmadu Bello told him that we are incompatible. Awolowo said the same thing, that Nigeria is a contraption, you cannot force people to be together. They all knew that Nigeria was unworkable in 1957, 58, 59, 19, they all knew. Exactly with what is happening today, despite knowing that Nigeria was unworkable, because they are going to answer president, the prime minister, they will have beautiful houses in Ikoyi, in VI, they will be lording it over other people. They decided, out of expediency, to go for the rubbish that Britain created for them. And today, is India doing well? Pakistan that is now offering to come and help the zoo to fight insurgency. I hope all of you can understand all of this. I hope you're following what I'm saying. Because in Africa, you people are not human beings. The white people, they see you, or should I say, they see you as animals. Forget all the pretense. Africa, you're part of Commonwealth. You are not. They don't have any regard for you. Do you know why? Because they created you. They made you who you are. If as a man or a woman you are grown up, you are intelligent enough, you cannot build a country for yourself, you have to wait for a European to come all the way from Europe to build countries for you in Africa, that means you're an idiot. There is no difference between you and an animal. Absolutely no difference. It's not an insult. I'm just trying to make you... Now, put yourself in, should I say, in the position of those who are reasonable or sensible enough. Do you think that as a black man from Africa, you can go to Europe, you can go to Germany and create a country for them? Can you do it? Of course, the answer is no. If you cannot do it, then why did you allow them to come to Africa to create a country for you? After creating this country for you, half of Yoruba land is in Benin Republic. The other half is in Nigeria. One is French, one is English. And people don't feel ashamed of themselves. There is no pride, there is no shame. People are not ashamed of themselves. We are Africans and we are black people for that matter. So by nature, we are ethnocentric. We are very tribal by nature. We are not Europeans. And people may wonder, why am I saying this? Because in Europe, they don't have a village in Europe. Somebody can be born around Trafalgar Square. If you ask him, so I'm from London. And after a while, they might migrate to New Zealand or to Australia. And they start living there, they have no roots. This is something that Britain has been trying to destroy in Africa for very many centuries. People don't understand this. The fact that we have a village we go back to, we say, if you ask us where we are from, even if we are born in New York, we say, oh, we are from Umunede. Oh, we are from Abo. No matter where you are born, that is why we migrate like wild beasts every Christmas to go back home. Because a basic African man or woman is ethnocentric. You must go back to the tribe you come from. That's who we are. Nobody can change that. It's in our genes, in our bones. Why am I saying all of this? To let you understand that the reason why not just Nigeria, the whole of Africa is poor is because we did not determine our future. The people that they put down during independence, flag independence, so to speak, because no state in Africa is independent, including South Africa. The people that they put in power are behaving just like Dave Umahi, Wike, and Obiana and Ibazu. Exactly the same. There's no difference. Because of what you can gain. And Ibazu must know that we have his contacts in Australia. Ibazu wants to go to Australia to go and buy a house and relocate his family. We are waiting for him. We know all the, and we'll get to that later on. What am I trying to point out to you is that once you allow your future to be determined by those who don't understand who you are and how you reason, you are finished. That is why Africa can never ever be developed. Never. It's not the fact that they are coming and taking away our resources. That is by the way. The key thing is the way we reason. Our brain is the problem. The way, can you tell me that somebody went to a university, well-read, well-versed, eloquent, very erudite, and that person will come out to offer what they may seem as a credible defense of one Nigeria? And I keep asking them, on what basis are you defending Nigeria? Did your ancestors create Nigeria? Is Nigeria homogeneous in terms of value system, in terms of even education, in terms of religion, in terms of culture, in terms of what? Tell me what should make Nigeria great one day. What is it? Oh, perhaps terrorism. I forgot. In order to ensure, please, I hope that people are not, I'm lecturing this evening. I hope people are not going to get tired, because I want to teach. This is very, very important. Any day you rise up to ask for Igbo people in Benue State, they complain. Igbo people in Kogi, they complain. Today they held Ohaneze and Igbo meeting, should I say election, to elect a new Ohaneze president, which is why the election is illegal. It is illegal, and I'll tell you why it's illegal. Igbo people in Benue did not vote. Igbo people in Kogi did not vote. Igbo people in Cross River did not vote. Igbo people in Akwa Ibom did not vote. Igbo people in Bayelsa did not vote. Are you listening to me? Igbo people in Edo, Iwanke did not vote. In Ohaneze, but they are all Igbo people. Now tell me where Obiozo will derive his legitimacy from. I am touching upon all these things so that you can understand that the way you reason, your process, your thought process, and the way you reason is what makes you a human being. How can you have Ohaneze and Igbo holding elections in Owerri, whereas Igbo people in Benue are not there? So what you're saying, those of you gathered in Owerri, is that those in Benue are not Igbo. We can dash them to Fulani Janjaweed. You know me, I speak the truth. Ordinary Yoruba person is great, is good these days, but their media, their media is horrible, absolutely horrible, horrendous, and it is because they are afraid of Fulani. Yoruba journalists is afraid of Fulani, or should I say they are trying to protect their interest because they know that 2023, in every likelihood, they may rig Tinubu into office. But I want to remind them of this, please. Very, very important. Because anytime Yoruba newspaper writes about IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu, my humble self, they will say proscribed, proscribed, proscribed. In other words, some people feel that they have something to gain from Nigeria over and above their well-being, their safety, their honor, and their dignity. I have never seen any Yoruba newspaper campaign for the designation of Miyetti Allah as a terrorist group. None whatsoever. Because if we are still talking about one Nigeria, maybe one day it will be our turn to go back to Asorok again. One of the hottest regions that experienced the end SARS protest is Yoruba land, and for very good reason, for that matter. But Obasanjo was in Asorok for 8 years. Did your lives improve? Jonathan was in office for 6 years. Go to Bayelsa and see how horrible life is there. Yaradua was in office. Today, go to Katsina. The late Buhari, and in whose name this present fraud is in Asorok now. Go to Katsina. Are they not kidnapping people? But I keep saying this, that people don't understand it. It's very simple logic. People prefer US visa, Canadian visa, New Zealand visa, Australian visa, Schengen visa, British visa to living in the zoo. And I asked them, the president of America, is he from your village? I mean, not all of you campaigning for tribal presidency. It's the turn of an Igbo man. It's the turn of a Yoruba man. It must come to the south. Let me ask you, all of you have houses in Dubai. You travel to America, or some of you have houses in London. In England, is the Queen of England from your village? So what it means in actual fact is that it doesn't matter where somebody comes from. It doesn't matter where a president comes from. What matters is the policies that individual is pursuing. Do you think we are that primitive and that crude enough to support any venture as daft as Igbo presidency? Look at Jonathan. I'm asking you a simple question. Look at Jonathan. Is Bayelsa any better? The so-called South-South? Look at Yoruba land. My very good father, those who are campaigning, these are serious, learned men, campaigning for Nigeria to change. But they had their own son. Obasanjo was there for 8 years. They created billionaires like Otedola and Adenuga that owns Glow. Obasanjo empowered a few people to become billionaires, that's all. An ordinary Yoruba man or woman is suffering the same way an ordinary Biafran man and woman is suffering, the same way an ordinary middle belt man and woman is suffering, the same way even Hausa man is suffering and woman.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what everybody is saying as far as the protesting is concerned and all of that. You can see that these people are now saying that enough is enough. They can't continue on this road again. Even Paul Enenche came out, he made it known to the general public. He turned the entire sermon that day. He turned into the fact that no, they can't continue on the road of puffing every day. Many of the people that the FULANIs are puffing, they are Christians. Even if they are not Christians, are they not human beings? Those are the questions that a lot of people are asking. Paul Enenche did not preach that day. He just turned all the sermons to the fact that Nigerians need to stand up for themselves. He said since the government have failed them in terms of the security thing, they need to stand up to defend themselves. They should not allow anybody to puftalize them. That's what Paul Enenche himself said. Before, you know, Nigerian pastors will tell you that, oh, let Jesus save you and all of that. Don't save yourself. Don't do this, don't do that. Let Jesus come and defend you. But now, a lot of them are now saying that you need to start defending yourself. They're not playing back what Nnamdi Kanu have said before that they're criticizing him for. All of them are now playing it back. They're now following the same protocols that Nnamdi Kanu actually said in many of his videos. Fulani have invaded everywhere and they're brutalizing a lot of people now. Paul Enenche make it known. He said, if the government fail you in terms of electricity, what do? You look for a generator, you own gen for yourself, you provide electricity for yourself. If you can't own gen, you install solar. That's to tell you that you can provide electricity for yourself. That was what Paul Enenche said. And the same man make to the general public again. He said, if the government fail you in terms of water, what do? You dig borehole. You dig borehole for yourself and you bring out water for yourself. That was what Paul Enenche said. He said you provide water for yourself. Likewise, in the terms of security, if the government fail you in terms of security, what do? You provide security for yourself. That was what Paul Enenche said. And the moment he said this, a lot of Nigerian Christians, they begin to clap for him. A lot of the church members were clapping for him. Now, it's not that many of Nigerian Christians, they don't know what to do. Many of them know what to do, but they're waiting for their papas and their GO to actually give them the go-ahead. That's what a lot of them are actually waiting for. It's not that they are not sick and tired of all this puffing today. Puffing everywhere. You know, a lot of people, the Fulanis puftalize their entire family. Their entire family was brutalized in cause of the Fulani massacre and all of that. How do you expect these people to cope in life again? How do you expect them to come out of that thing? And many of these people, what is caging them down for them not to protest and all of that is as a result of their papas and their daddy GOs in their church. Now, a lot of the daddy GOs are now turning their back again. They said, no, enough is enough. If it is to shut down the entire country on Tinubu head, they will shut it down. Those are what they're saying. Even Paul Enenche even said it in his previous videos. He said it. Many of them are now saying that if that is the way, they will follow the way. And a lot of people in Benue and in different places in Nigeria, they now saying that Nnamdi Kanu is the way. Nnamdi Kanu is the way right now, because this man actually know how he had been tackling the Fulanis in the Biafra land before. Do you know that the Fulanis did not have a single mouth in the Biafra land before? They can't even come close. But the moment they arrest Nnamdi Kanu, they begin to do different things in the Biafra and all of that. Now, Nnamdi Kanu make it known to the general public. He said if they should release him 1 minute, that all the things that the Fulanis are doing, it will stop with immediate effect. As the Fulanis are showing themselves up and down, he said everything will stop with immediate alacrity. That was what Nnamdi Kanu said. He said they should just free him for just 1 minute. Now, a lot of Christians are demanding, not even Christians alone, a lot of Muslims as well, a lot of Nigerians, they demanding for the release of Nnamdi Kanu at the moment. They said this man needs to be released with immediate effect, so that he can come and rescue them and save them from this mess that the Fulanis and the pains that the Fulanis have bestowed on them in their own country. You can't even walk freely in the regions of Nigeria again. You can't walk up and down. You can't travel freely again. You'll be traveling with fear. Those are words that have been happening. Where on earth is this happening now? A lot of them are saying that no, they need to release Nnamdi Kanu for them. Now, drop up in the comment section of this video. Feel free to say your mind in the comment section. As I'm going to take it and that's for you, and share, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. If you truly love Nnamdi Kanu, just drop your heart for him, drop a love emoji for him at the comment section of this video. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video, and bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, he pastor for LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.